Meeting called to order, please. Let's do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence, please. Thank you. I'm covering for Becky tonight, so do the best I can. This is the first meeting that I've ran. First order of business, I'd like to welcome past Chief Randy Reinhardt to our board. Randy has a big community member. We talked to him before about helping us out, so he's going to fill the remainder of the year. Randy Reinhardt, we'd like to swear you in. If you can, come on up to the board. Chief, please raise your right hand. I, Randy Reinhardt,
Do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will uphold the Constitution of the United States of America
and the state of New York,
and the state of New York,
and will faithfully discharge the duties of Fire Commissioner of the Northwest Fire District.
will faithfully
Discharge the
discharge
duties
the duties of the Commissioner for the
Northwest Fire District
Northwest Fire District
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Thanks, Randy. Welcome to the board. Here's your seat. Okay, minutes of the last meeting. Any questions or concerns? Anybody like to make a motion to accept them as read? So, second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, treasurer's report. We received the treasurer's report from Joanne on June 1st. Any questions or concerns on the treasurer's report? So moved. If not, I'd like to make a motion to accept them.
Second.
Chief, second by Tom Perkins. All in favor? All opposed? Carried. Reading of the bills. We had 3 signatures on the bills. Anybody have any questions or concerns on the bills? Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to pay vouchers 1 through, is it vouchers is the term?
Yes.
Vouchers 1 through 35 for a total of $52,965.14. We need a roll call for a vote on that.
Let's do a second first.
Okay, thank you. Make a motion to pay those bills.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
Ed,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Randy,
Yes.
Tom.
Yes.
Motion carried. Bills to be paid for the month. Communications, commissioners report. Becky, on here, nothing. Does anybody have any administration stuff?
I'd like to do communications.
Please.
I just want to thank everybody in the district for everything that they've done for me. The arrangement that was sent after my surgery, and I'm doing well. I'm coming out of it. So thank you to everybody in the district.
Fantastic.
Our pleasure.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's awesome. Good news. I have a couple of, I don't know if this is, I think this is later on. Okay. Financial note, truck maintenance. Just an update on engine 11, Chief. I sent out a message. We're driving it with an engine code that's well aware of. I talked to the Cummins Northeast, just waiting on some parts, but it's safe to roll. The truck changes we made for the big truck, truck 1, they seem to be working. Haven't heard too much grumbling. The undercoating, as they fit it in, we're still moving forward with that when it comes. And I want to finish up engine 21 over at Station 2, the open items. Once they have the last bit of parts, then I'll get with you and get it scheduled for probably a couple days. You'll have your the computer mounted, and the rest of the stuff should be done. So other than that, there's minor stuff, but we're okay. Any questions on maintenance? Fantastic. Let's move along. Building and grounds, Jeffrey?
Yes, I have quotes for sealing Station 2's parking lot. I have power seal, $2,875. He's the one that did it last year, or did here at Station 1.
Read the number again.
$2,875.
Okay.
Duraseal, $3,375. And Pinnacle Sealing, hang on a second. Oh, $5,018.92. Look like what it is.
Jeffrey, what was the name of the low bid?
What's that again?
The name of the low bid? Power Seal?
Power Seal.
Okay.
He's the one that did Station
Yep.
1 here last year.
So, Jeff, is there any reason to not award this tonight? You comfortable with everything compared to apples to apples?
I don't know why this guy's so much higher, but
Any feedback from the other commissioners? All right, I'd like to put this deal to bed. I'd like to make a motion to award the Station 2 sealing, pavement sealing to Power Seal for $28.75. Can I have a second on that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Here, just get it done, Jeffrey. Just schedule with the chief, just let him know, but
also Station 4, trying to get rid of the diesel out of the old tank. I have a quote, it's Miller Environmental, he's the only one that ever got back to me. What they'll do is they'll pump the old diesel out, then I have to pull the tank out of the building, and then they take the tank apart and clean or whatever. It's $4,158.07. Now that's just an estimate, could be a little cheaper than that, but they're thinking there's about 200 gallons in that tank. The thing is, shoot, it's like a 1,000-gallon tank. Yes. At least.
so that's the only quote that was,
The only person I ever got back to me. Trying to find these people sometimes. I called 3 and 1 got back to me.
what does everybody think? I mean, if he's reached out from multiple places, that we can't move forward with the project, and before you know, it's gonna be fall.
It's 22. Well, what did Penn wanted, what, 22,000 to do the polish, they call it polish?
Polishing, yeah. It's ridiculous.
What was the number again?
What was the bid again?
4,158.07.
So Jeff, for clarification, the reason why we're doing this is we gotta do that to fix the generator. We can't fix the generator without,
Right,
so this is not even including the generator repair. This is just a,
right. That's another 2,000, which you already proved that. And we're trying to find a tank. Penn said, well, you're better off finding a tank instead of them. It'd be cheaper, which he's right, but I wish they told me that earlier.
what do you guys wanna do? Any ideas, Randy?
Well, you got nothing to compare it to.
Outside of the one that was 22,000.
Oh, so you did get one for 22?
That was
Yeah,
Penn itself.
that was-
I don't know what that consists of, Ed. You probably know more about it.
Well, they bring in a tractor trailer that's got the scrubbing stuff on it, and then, yeah. Then they put it back in the old tank, so I don't know if they scrub the tank too. I don't know what the bid.
So they pump it out, whatever.
And then they're supposed to clean the tank and then pump out the crap the tank. And we don't need a tank that big.
Well, not for nothing.
When's the last time it was filled, Joanne? You ever remember?
Pardon me?
When's the last time it was ever
It's
filled?
been 15 years, I think we were talking about last
Probably
time.
about the time we became the Northwest Fire District. Because the only time that turns on now is on Monday when the generator turns on for its check.
Can we legally,
I can try another quote.
well, my point is how many, do you have documented how many places you've contacted?
Yeah, I'd have to look it up.
I mean, what I don't want to do, we obviously can't compare $4,100 to 20,000. Something's different. But if you've got documentation that you've reached out for,
Trying to think of the other one I called, they never got back to me. I don't know if they wrote them down somewhere.
well,
I could probably look them up.
Here's my thought, maybe you guys agree or disagree.
Wait till the workshop, if you wanna wait till then.
Well, we're on 3-4 months of this project now. What if can we, and I don't know how you feel about this, say we'll award that to 4158 pending that it's legal. We can get it, if Becky was here, she would know, but I don't, or you want to just wait to the workshop?
I'd move we wait till the workshops, see if you can.
I can help you with that. I can make some phone calls too.
Maybe you know somebody.
Did you try Emerson?
No, Emerson, what's the one out in Cicero, kind of the green truck?
All right, so here's the deal. We'll wait till the workshop. Let's move it to the workshop, but we got to get going on this because all of a sudden the weather's going to
I
turn.
think it's better just to get another one, just so you got something to compare it to.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
Yep.
If the other one comes in at 10, then you know the 4 is a good deal, but
Okay.
somebody
All
might
right.
need 2. You got nothing to compare it to.
Fair
Also, Station 3, I got, something's going on with the air conditioning in the back part of the building. It's like, it's so cold in there. I gotta have somebody look at that. And the hot water heater, Fred, the part that he needs is on back order. They don't know when it's gonna be available. It's not warranted. He was gonna try to get it warranted. He was gonna try to talk to a rep, but I haven't talked to him this week.
That's Station 2 also.
He's gonna give me, that's the heat, the boiler.
Oh,
The boiler's there. This is the hot water heater station two. But it's still down for now.
Okay,
I'm still working on that.
all right.
That's all I got.
No, okay. All right, then we'll move on. Let's go to purchasing. Wayne, you got on here PO 2144, various cleaning supplies, station supplies, DEF, water, Gatorade, copy paper. That's the only thing. You have anything else come up?
No, everything else was approved at the workshop.
Any commissioners have any questions or concerns on the RTP? All right, can we get a motion to approve the PO 2144 for a total of $1430?
So moved.
second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Carried. Anybody got anything on security and computers other than,
Yeah. When the hell are we gonna get that artworks here?
to be frank with you, I think we gotta have a conversation because I just don't know anything about it. We gotta talk, get Becky involved here with the whole IT situation with Chris being gone. It's just changed. I don't,
Well,
we gotta make some change. We're gonna have to do some things a little differently here. We pay,
from the beginning.
in my opinion, we pay organizations and companies good money to do things for us. So we probably ought to start utilizing me a little bit better. But again, I don't need to be half-hearted here because I just don't know. Put that on the agenda
What is
for
the question? What are you questioning?
IT.
IT stuff, computers, where we're at.
State of the state.
Unfortunately, I just don't have a good report on it.
Everything's kind of, we don't, as far as I'm concerned, we don't have a satisfactory answer what's going on with anything.
To be frank with you, I think you're legit.
Do we need to get reps in here for the next meeting?
Well, let's see where we're at and have some sort of discussion with some education on this.
Once I mean, to get reps.
You know, I know it's part of the accountability system. I know everything from telephones to, so it's bigger than just the one object. Unfortunately, Tom, it's not a great answer, but we're gonna have to get aggressive about it.
Tony, just one update on the kiosks. Jeff installed one here. I got it up and running, but it doesn't read the key fobs. So I got to call into Renomex to, I think it's probably just a setting that needs to be replaced or turned on. And that one will be working. Once he gets station 4 installed, I'll get that up and running. And then the finger kiosks will all go away. So I
That's
keep
good
up
news.
with that.
It's a long
So-
time running on that project, about a year.
So, once he gets that done, I'll let you know when it's completed. So,
Fantastic. All right, thank you, Wayne. Moving forward, safety, Bill?
Yeah, a couple things. No injuries or illnesses reported since our last meeting, and we have no active COVID-19 cases to report. Safety committee is working on photo IDs, mask fit testing, and inspections of stations. Along with the stations inspections, Matt Berkler received certification from the state of New York now at the school, extinguisher maintenance and engineering. So he's got that under his belt, so he's starting out good. As far as topics of the month, heat stress for coming back into summer finally. So we need to discuss that where needed to make sure our folks are actually operating in a good format for working in high heat conditions. I think that was pretty much it. Physicals are scheduled for July, and the individuals have been notified of that, so we should be all set there. Does anyone have any questions for me?
Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
We did have 8 bottles, I don't know if you were going to bring that up, 8 bottles that had to have O-rings replaced on them because they had been tightened up and flat. So we had leakage that we noticed at Station 3 on 8 bottles, and by keeping an eye on it, we were able to then turn it over to safety officer. Safety officer turned it over to the vendor, and the vendor came in and replaced the bottle, not the bottles themselves, but the O-ring. And he did show me, and all of them were flat. It had nothing to do with anything weak. Even though we have a couple of overpowered personnel who turn the valve a little bit too tight from time to time, can cause some issues, but this was not at our fault. So.
Thank you.
All right, I have a question. It's going to be unpopular. I understood we're paying for fire department physicals for life members that are inactive. Is that an accurate statement?
No, I don't think so.
There's a firefighter that recently got a physical that is inactive. That's a fact.
Okay, let me know.
I-
I'll run it by Rex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that came through on the invoice.
Yeah.
Yes, I entered.
But- okay.
I think
Chief.
a review should be done on all the physicals that have been done, because it all depends on what your citing is inactive. Because I've noticed that there's been people that haven't done a thing for 3 years, and even if they were to get a physical, they're said that they just do sitting around or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, there's one specific that I know factual, does not go to fire calls, does not go to training, is labeled as inactive light, that just recently, that we're paying for a physical for. So, let's review this and talk about it at the next meeting, so we have better information, but that happened. That's $175 that we're not getting anything from, so that just can't happen. Okay, that's it. That's what I have for the safety. Anybody else? Chief, anything on that safety stuff? All right, chief report, Chief D.
Yeah. I think the word chief has to stop being used because you have one.
Yeah, I know.
All of us are all, huh?
Yeah, I know, sorry.
Anyway.
You are older than me. All of you.
Older than me.
All of you.
As you can see, our alarms are still kind of below our norm here, 62 alarms, average of 13.94 members per call, and it goes through the 4 stations where the memberships are responding. We are light on daytime. Not only us, everybody is. But what we do have on the road, and we encourage that our apparatus do leave short in some cases, because having 2 people on site as opposed to sitting at a station is beneficial to our overall resolving what we have on the scene. So, but we've been doing pretty good, and we're doing still mutual aid, quite a bit of that as well. Everybody seems to want us to come to that. Some other things that we've got coming up. I'm going to present you with this, which is a site plan application for yet another solar project, which is on 60 Road, which unfortunately the planning board gave this to Belgium, because being 60 Road, they forget that Belgium has one side, we have the other. It's on our side. So car 3 from Belgium sought me out, let me know that he had paperwork, met up with him, and he handed me 2 copies of this. I'm going to give you guys a copy. This way here, you have it, and for files or whatever you want to do it. And I also indicated to him, who do you send the stuff to as far as the secretary presenting things to the fire department? And John Klein was down for someone getting stuff. I said, no, it needs to go to the Northwest Fire District, to go to our secretary, or it can come to me as the chief. Either way, it needs to come to us. We're not aware of your meetings, because they asked him when he walked in, what are you doing here? You don't need to be here. And then said, well, here, give this to Tony. I'm going, okay, well, how about if they add us to this list so we're aware of something of this nature, which when you start to look at that, it's quite a large
Should be
project.
on that list automatically anyways.
Did we ever get anything on the one that's up on Church Road?
Church Road's got a big one too.
Church Road, I believe we did.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, they
Well, this one sizable as well. So that's something that you guys can take a look at. I have a copy that I'll be giving to Assistant Chief O'Kelly. The Baldwin School District, and this was sent to us by Wayne, he was notified of it, that they have put together a spill prevention countermeasures and control plan, which is a 58-page document. I've made 1 copy. I'm going to be making more, 1 for each chief, as well as copy for the district and 4 stations, so that if there is a spill, people can refer to it and basically take care of it the way that they believe it should be done. So that's out there. We have on August 6th a young woman by the name of Mona Caron, C-A-R-O-N, is a program manager for the Erie Canalway Heritage Fund Incorporated. And what they're attempting to do, or will be doing, not attempting, it will be done, is 200 paddle or kayak paddle boats entering at Mercer Park and going through the locks to Willow Bay on August 6th during hours of 0900 and 1300. We have been asked to assist the Sheriff's Department with control of these boats, so none of them wander and go over the falls there. And such, I suggested to Jim McKenna, who's a sergeant with the Sheriff's Division of the boat, that perhaps he could reach out to other fire departments, such as Jordan, Seneca River, Liverpool, to see if they would be willing to assist as well. Because we got the 1 boat and the aluminum boat, which we can use. They will go down. We could have the aluminum boat from Station 2 standing by over at the dock at Community Park, just to have a point. If someone gets to a problem, they can point them in that direction. The only coverage that they're having besides us on the water and the sheriffs will be the sheriff lead boat and the sheriff boat coming up from behind. So we're hoping we can get some more people to assist us, because that's a long roadway, so to speak, on the water, where people could get lost. Everybody's supposed to sign in. They're supposed to sign out if they were to leave it early. They're supposed to let them know. We're hoping that they give a phone number so that it'll be easier, so we're not spending the majority of the day trying to find someone who got off on the island side when they're over by Community Park and gets lost in there. But that's a project that we've been asked to be part of, and we will be. So August 6th. Other things we've got tonight, I received a few complaints from Station 3 from members that are indicating that they would like their boots taken a look at, because the captain himself indicated and sent some pictures, I believe Wayne may have gotten it, that his boots, the sole came off it. That also happened at 370 Fire. Lieutenant Rozier actually took a step and realized that he had no bottom of his boot anymore. So I don't know what the issue may be, but I've asked Wayne to take a look at the captains as well as some of the others that are at Station 3, and perhaps we need to check all stations to see if perhaps there's an issue, and if the issue is a manufacturing issue or an age issue. But it needs to be looked at and possibly a report made on it as far as what we can do about it. Other than that, nobody's really offered up any complaints.
It's a good thing. All righty, thank you, Chief. Okay, right. We got nominations and resignation of members. Ballsville resignations, Rob Hyde and Sean Anal. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Sean Anal, Rob Hyde, they resigned from Ballsville. Lysander, nothing. New members, Ballsville, Jeffrey Eckert? Okay. Any information on that? Was he?
His background is back and he's good. And Beville voted on him on Thursday.
Okay.
He's not a district member.
He's out of district.
He lives in Phoenix.
That's the application I emailed you.
Okay, yes, I remember that. Do we, I guess I'm forgetting, do we vote on them or just as a notification?
Notification on them.
Was it? Okay. All right, so, all right, then update status change, returning to active, etc. Ballsville, Matt, DePop, how do you say that?
Delphinius?
Yeah, DePaul's, he took a leave of absence. He was awarded that 30 to 45 days from the VFD. Casey Palmer took a leave of absence for 3 months.
And he also resigned as captain of Station 2.
I heard that as well. Lysander, there's no activity there. Any questions on any of that stuff for membership nominations, resignations? All right, moving along to old business. Update on building signage.
Yes, I've had a conversation with one individual, but I have to get more involved in it.
All right,
You're gonna put it to the workshop?
yeah, we're gonna leave that on there. We have the money budgeted, I believe, so kind of want to get that project rolling the best we can, all right? Also on old business, I talked with, well, last month it came up about kind of an open house at Station 3. I talked to President Dunlop over the last week, and we have an idea that we think we could market it and promote an open house at Station 3 to the community, co-sponsored by the fire companies, and asked if Lysander Company wants to get involved as well. But we were thinking, what would be the easiest bang for the buck, but also beneficial for the membership? And we were thinking the third Thursday in September. It'd be what we call our station meetings for the companies. Do a true open house for the community. All welcome, get as much support as we can from both departments, both companies. Maybe do some hot dogs and some cold drink, free of charge. Again, he has to bring it up to his board. But ideally, kind of a joint partnership,
But the fourth Thursday of the month is when we do our meeting.
All right, then I got that backwards. That would be the fourth Thursday.
Which would be the 22nd. And I will not be here.
Vacation? I'm just about
vacation.
Is there any reason why we couldn't just do the open house without you? Would you be opposed to that?
Well, it's listed as someone else being the chief of that station anyway. So, depends if you read some of the magazines.
Oh, God. There's one on here, yeah. But would that...
There's other people, I'm very confident that anybody else within the department,
Right.
yourselves included, should be there. And basically, if it's an open house, there's no formality, I'm believing. I mean,
There's no agenda, it's just welcome our community, this is our new firehouse, this is what we have, here's a hot dog, come see us, come visit.
I think perhaps Mac Morelli should be invited, perhaps, to it, if you're gonna do it. Or you plan on cutting the tape or anything? Or just saying,
I
come
haven't-
and visit us?
I don't...
Should.
You think that...
If you're gonna do a true opening, you should look at the formality part of it, and having someone like Magnarelli does support us and give money, and he is within our area, should be there.
I'm not
Be
opposed to
asked
that at all.
Or being represented anyway.
Do what we did here.
As far as the mayor of the town, town supervisor on Lysander's side, it's always good to have the political local
Do you know how
involved.
much
Police,
assistance you got?
administrator. Everybody should be invited, if you're gonna go that route, have a little bit of a ceremony and go from there.
I know President Dunlop's all in favor of it. So if you're not opposed to that date, then I'd like to run with it, work with the company. Again, ask Lysander to get involved as well. I'll come back with a couple, asking for a little bit of money.
And our PO, which is Chief Belzak, is also the station chief. He should be there representing his station,
That's the 22nd, right?
and he is our PIO, so.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So if you, doesn't
Sounds like
affect
a
the
plan.
chief stuff, all right, let's bank on that. If you commissioner's good with that, the 4th Thursday in September.
1 second.
Yep. I guess we do got to approve new members pending physical and background check, which the name already came back. Is that who we're talking about? Okay, 'cause I just couldn't remember. So let's just approve Jeffrey Eckert, thank you.
And his physical is being done tomorrow night, I believe.
So let's make a motion to accept him pending his physical, or pending all the necessary.
Which you already have his background check?
Yep,
He's
so-
got everything. The only thing, and I can see the look on past Chief Reinhardt's face, out of district member, for the most part, is someone who can do duty shifts as opposed to responding for the 10%. He can earn, or she can earn 10% by doing duty shifts, where they come for 6 to 8 hours. They're stationed at a station, and they're here, and they can do it that way. When we say out of district, our county opened up to not only Onondaga, but Oswego. So we can take members from
So
anywhere.
he doesn't belong to Phoenix or?
No, he doesn't belong to Phoenix, he just lives in Phoenix. And unfortunately, he would have to come through Phoenix's area. If he came up 31, he'd have to come through Belgium's area, so you've been advised, do not use the blue light. And in most cases, that he's not gonna respond to all our calls. He may just do duty shifts. If he does respond, he can't even use the blue light. He needs to just drive to the scene or drive to the station.
All right, just to make sure I do this right, let's just make a motion to accept Jeffrey as an out-of-district member.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Carried. Thanks, Wayne. Okay, that was it for old business. Got some new business. I'm not sure if this should have been under communication, but I'm going to do it this way anyways. I received a memo from McPhee Ambulance. This is on some cornhole tournament stuff. I'm going to turn that over to each company. That's a company thing. They're raising money. But also Chief D, we have something from CORE. They do pipeline safety. They're offering free training and free materials. I'm just going to turn this right over to you. It's all free, so. I received a commercial lawn application contract, Run Bugs LLC. What is this?
The bug guy.
Is he our normal guy? Our normal person?
Started this year.
Yeah, I mean,
Started today.
No.
Somebody was here today
Yeah,
killing
you had it
bugs.
wrong.
Oh, bugs. I'm
We all
thinking,
signed
I'm
it,
thinking
signed
of weeds.
for it.
Never mind.
It's the same stuff. It's the same
Bugs in my-
Same act on this?
I think he's already.
I don't know when the
Or is
renewal
this
is, to be honest
notification?
with you. I
Yes,
just
he has to do
printed
that.
it up.
To tell us that those are just to keep on record.
All right, well, we
The
received.
bug guy and the spray guy are the same person.
All right, we'll receive this contract. And also we received
Is that
something
a
from Penn
contract?
Power,
Oh,
Jeffrey.
That's a contract?
Well, I don't, read again. Well, go over that. Jeff, I received from Penn Power here, emergency generator set plan maintenance agreement prepared for the Northwest Fire District.
It's probably all.
Yeah, it's expiring soon.
Would probably, we probably have to add Station 3 to that.
All right, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn this over to Jeffrey, and we'll put it on the agenda for the work.
What is it?
It is Penn Power, emergency generator maintenance agreement.
And power contract.
Jeff, just review that,
Yeah.
make sure, and then we'll put it on the agenda for the workstation. I received We went to bid for jet skis. We sent them out to how many different places? 5 different places, all for the same make and model unit. It was all done properly, efficiently, effectively. We received one back, okay? The irony is we were looking for a simple Ski-Doo jet ski, or Sea-Doo. So it wasn't oddball, but all I'm doing, I'm gonna open it. This is from Preferred Power Sports LLC. It was processed on May 27th, or I'm sorry, through the mail on May 27th. It was for 2 Sea-Doos, 2022s with a trailer. We had to go to bid because we were over a $20,000 mark. What we'll do is we'll review this. What was the award date?
Yeah, it wasn't very long after.
So what we'll do is we'll review this and then either award it or reject it. But again, we sent it, and I want to reiterate, to 5 different dealers within our area. So we've done and met the law. And it was in the paper, we've met the law. So, any questions on that? Okay. Any other new business at all?
You have to read the bid, like the dollar amount.
Okay, all right, thank you. I guess, Randy, I gotta read it, sorry. Okay, the official bid is, again, Northwest Fire District is looking for proposal on the purchase of 2 2022 Sea-Doo GTI 130 SE and 1 Triton double trailer. All proposals must be received by June 13th at 2022 by 5 p.m. Bids will be open June 14th at 7 p.m. at the Northwest Station. The awarded contractor will be notified no later than June 17th. All proposals must be mailed. No hand-delivered proposals will be accepted. This was mailed to the Northwest Fire District. Jet ski bid, 6664 Lamson Road, Ballsville, New York. Contact person's name is Josh. In his official bid, a total of $30,907. $30,907 is his official bid. Again, for 2 jet skis, they were $11,900 a piece, and then the trailer is $34.99. And on here it says delivery before January 2024.
24.
It's very clear.
Yeah, you can't get it.
So just be prepared. But we're locked in with the price, and it's not going to get better tomorrow. It's not going to get better next year.
The sheriffs are still waiting for their to
Yep.
approve also.
So we'll just review it, and then we'll do what we have to do. Any other questions?
Do you want me to hold it?
Yes, I do.
I will email this out to you guys.
Please do. Thank you. And
Can't believe that.
if there's no other new business, well, I do believe that because they can't deliver.
They can't get them.
They can't deliver.
They don't want to lose money on it.
Station usage. There's no report on station usage. So moving along, comments from the public. Anybody?
Here, I just want to say something, and I'll spend a long time, but you just don't really know when you need the fire service until you need it, and I'm talking about the vehicle fire. I don't know if you've heard of the vehicle fire that I had back in April 10th. I want to thank everybody who has arrived on scene and took care of the incident swiftly and quickly as possible. I'm lucky to be alive. I was that close from probably being engulfed from the flames, and I'm glad that I got out what I did. So that's just true, not just loss, or at least lesson learned from that, it's true that you don't really know when you need the fire service until you actually need it. And that's luckily, I found a new car. I have a new car now, so.
I'm glad you're okay, and we appreciate the compliments, because a lot of times we only hear the negative, so we appreciate that. Any other public comments?
Yeah, well, it's not public, but I'm going to say it anyway. Wednesday night, I guess it was, I was at a modified lacrosse game, watching my godson play. I was just sitting there listening. I listened to the conversation in the back. And it says, boy, isn't that fire department just the greatest organization going? He said, you believe what they did for the kids this weekend? Escorts through the village, for winning the games and this. They're just great. And so it's just, sometimes it's kind of nice to keep your mouth shut and just listen to what's going on. And it wasn't one person, it was a lot of people in the background talking about it. So, kudos to the fire department for what they did this weekend. They didn't have to do that. It was just a good community thing to do.
Decker Cole actually headed that up, and it was supported by 4 trips. The only thing we got as a concern was pulling the siren down, especially at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then at about 10 o'clock at night.
Well, we haven't got the complaint on that one yet, so.
You might.
But as Tom said, even going in with my shirt on at Tops, which I always wear a shirt, but it was a fire department shirt. Anyway, and the cashier, to be nice about it, almost came over the counter to thank us, and everything else. And then I had to listen to her story about the 3 fires she had and how much she was appreciated. So he is right. There are people out there that have kind of come up and want to hug you because you did something good for their children. I felt bad that the track and field people, they came in first, or one of our runners came in, and there was nothing done for that person, but we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
He's ranked #1 in the nation.
Yeah.
That's actually my daughter's best friend.
Nation.
It's irony, we're pretty blessed to have had a pretty awesome community be a part of it, so we appreciate all that. And thanks for everything. Look forward to moving forward here. So any need for an executive session? I don't have anything.
Tony, I have something, it's not an executive session, I forgot to mention it, it's important. If you could give me a minute.
Yeah.
In my notes, I had put down the new law here in New York State, posting victims' videos and photos online. It's now law. I sent it to the commissioners and the chiefs, because I'm not sure which direction you want to push it from. If you're going to push that out to our department.
Well, I have a strong opinion on it. We have to be very careful, and now it's a legal issue. But, chiefs, in the end, the fire district is 100% legally responsible.
So we need to adopt that, and that needs to be made known. Commissioners need to adopt it.
Yep.
And it needs to be made known, because we already have a policy that indicates none of that should be going on. Can we always handle that? Unfortunately, anybody has a phone.
No, fair enough.
Just, but if you can adapt that and put that in place, we can then make it known to the entire department.
Put that on the agenda. Yeah.
You have the general text and some information.
Yeah, very much. We got enough to.
Can you send me the email?
Yeah, it's pretty simple, but we have enough. But yeah, just do us a favor, Bill, and forward Megan the email you sent us.
Okay.
And with the attachment, and that'll be easy. All right. Any other things? Well, fantastic. The next meeting's a monthly workshop, Tuesday, June 28th. Then the monthly meeting is Tuesday, July 12th. And then our first budget meeting is Tuesday, July 19th. The dates are obviously tentative. That being said, can I have a motion for adjournment? Second? Second. Carried.